Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lawrence. In today's video we're gonna have a quick look at the brand new iPhone 12 mini that we have here on the left. And on the right we have the iPhone SE second generation 2020 that we can see here on the right. So the purpose of this very short video is just to have a quick look at the specifications of these phones and how they look like. Currently on the Apple website, the iPhone 12 in the 64GB configuration in the color blue retails for $699, while the iPhone SE second generation in the 64 configuration color black retails for $399. So the iPhone 12 mini is $300 more expensive. And let's have a closer look at the specifications. If you're looking for a modern iPhone in a compact size, then you can't go wrong with any of these phones. The iPhone 12 mini, it has a better display and it's also much larger compared to the iPhone SE 2, because the 12 mini has a 5.4 inches screen and the SE only has a 4.7 inches screen. So as you can see with the SE2, we have lots of bezels. Also thanks to that home button with Touch ID. And also here at the 12 o'clock position we can see quite a big bezel. While with the 12 mini you can see it's almost all screen. Very thin bezels. Just we have this cutout for the Face ID camera. The iPhone 12 mini, it supports 5G, which is definitely, of course, a network for the future. The SE2 only supports 4G. If we look at the back of the camera, we can see that the 12 mini houses 2 cameras, while the SE only houses 1 camera. So on top of the SE with the 12 mini you get an ultra wide camera. The iPhone 12 mini, it also supports optical zoom double. And with the iPhone SE there's no such thing. There is only digital zoom. Now maybe the most important difference in terms of these phones has to do with the chip that is built in. With the iPhone 12 mini, you can find the brand new A14 chip. With the SE, you can find the A13. Battery also improved with the 12 mini, up to 15 hours video playback, while the SE only has 13 hours of video playback. I already said the following thing. 12 mini, it has the Face ID, which you need to use for unlocking the phone. SE works with the Touch ID, so you scan your fingerprint to unlock the phone. We can also see on the Apple website that this phone features the ceramic shield front, which makes the phone 4 times better in drop performance. We did not test the drop performance because we're both using a aftermarket screen protector and a case for our phones that you can see right here. I did a very poor job applying the screen protector, or the screen protector is very poor because there's a lot of air coming in here. But with this screen protector you hardly notice it. But even without a screen protector, the 12 mini offers better protection compared to the SE. Also in terms of protection against water, the 12 mini has a higher level of safety, water resistant to a depth of 6 meters for up to 30 meters, while the SE 2 only allows for 1 meter. Another new feature of the 12 mini is it is compatible with the MagSafe accessories and wireless chargers, and the SE is not. With both phones you have plenty of choice in terms of storage. You can choose for a capacity of 64, 128 or 256 gigabytes. The screen of the 12 mini is also much better with a pixel resolution of 476 ppi, while the SE2 only has 326 ppi. Contrast ratios are also much improved. I think both phones are very pleasant to hold and carry. They're both very lightweight and compact size. But the clear winner here has to be the 12 mini. It is quite a bit smaller compared to the SE2. Yeah, this might give you a little bit of perspective. The 12 mini has a height of 5.18 inches, while the SE second generation has a height of 5.45 inches. The iPhone 12 mini is also less wide compared to the SE second generation. We're dealing with a width of 2.53 inches, while the SE second generation has a width of 2.65 inches. The depth is actually about the same, 0.29 inches. And also the weight diminished with the 12 mini. It only weighs 4.76 ounces compared to 5.22 ounces. That is 135 grams for the 12 mini and 148 grams for the SE. So if you're looking for a smaller phone, slightly lighter phone, and a phone that has a better protection, more impressive camera qualities as well as the chip, then the 12 mini has to be the clear winner. Also in terms of battery performance, the 12 mini is better. The 12 mini also has some new camera functions including night mode and deep fusion. The True Tone has been enhanced. I really like the fact that the 12 mini has an optical zoom. Also on the front side of the phone we can see some improvement. With the 12 mini we're dealing with a 12 megapixel camera, while the SE only has a 7 megapixel camera. So if you're taking selfies, then the mini has a better camera in that regard. Yeah, we also went over that. The mini supports 5G and the SE only supports 4G. The mini has a better battery, slightly better. It has 2 more hours of video playback when you have it in your storage, 2 more hours of video playback when you stream, 10 hours more of audio playback. And both of these phones, they feature that fast charge option. And with both phones, unfortunately, you don't find headphones or the adapter in your box. It's just the phone with the pin for your SIM card and the USB-C cable. So I think that's a bummer with both phones. I guess Apple is cutting costs in terms of accessories. And if you do want to use some earphones, you can use earphones that support the lightning port that you can see right here, or you can go with some wireless earphones. There's no audio jack no longer on this device. Unlike the iPad mini 5 that still has the audio jack, these phones no longer have this port, but you can still buy these adapter in which you can use your 3.5mm headphone cable to connect it to the lightning port. Now finally, before we conclude this video, I wanted to give you a brief overlook of this wonderful device. Here we have the 12 mini. We can see here on the side the SIM card compartment. We have the volume buttons. We have the ring slider for ring and silent. Here in the top is all plain, beautiful construction materials. It reminds me a little bit of the previous iPhone, the iPhone 5, which was quite rectangular, and it feels a little bit the same. Here we have this big power button. Here on the underside we have stereo speakers, we have the lightning port, and here in the back we have, I think that is a glass back. And very important, we have those 2 cameras. We have a flash, beautiful Apple logo, and this blue color really pops. But still also not a bad choice in my opinion, is the SE2. In terms of the shape of the phone, it's a little bit different. I mean, this is the shape of the iPhone 8. So it's not something new. Stereo speakers, lightning port, glass back, Apple logo, only one camera and the flash. Also volume buttons. We have the ring slider and a much smaller power button here. And also the SIM compartment. So definitely the layout of these phones is a little bit different. And most importantly, on the front, we see no longer a home button that we have here with the Touch ID. And also the camera section here in the front is slightly different, because here we have like a big bezel and a camera. And here we hardly see any bezels. So that is a quick comparison of the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone SE. Again, we have a price difference of about $300 depending on which configurations you choose from. For me personally, with the things I use and also with my limited budget, I think the iPhone SE second generation is a great choice. But if your budget is a little bit larger, then I can highly recommend the 12 mini, because you're getting so much more of the newer hardware. And I also think that the design of the 12 mini, it is much sleeker compared to the SE2, which is not a slouch, but still I really like this new design. Only point of difference I would say is that home button. If you can't live without a home button, go with the SE2. But from my understanding, most people get used to operating the phone without the home button, and the Face ID is like super fast. So I guess if you really want the home button, definitely go with the SE2. But if you are willing to adapt to these new gestures, then definitely the 12 mini is so much better than the SE2. Does it justify the $300 price difference? I think it does. If you're not gonna use all the new features, then definitely the SE2 is a more economic choice. But definitely if you want one phone to last many more years, the 12 mini is so much better in all the categories that we discussed earlier. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day and see you soon.